these live images that are coming in from the Dashashwamedh Ghat, the Prime Minister there taking part in the all-famous Ganga Aarti. He's spending his time in Banaras. He was earlier, remember, also a part of their entire gathering where you had the 17th installment to the Kisans going in of 20,000 crore, the biggest DBT transfer that goes on to the farmers. The scheme started by the government in 2019. And right now, he's at the Dashashwamedh Ghat. Later, he will also be at the Kashi Vishwanath Temple. The Prime Minister earlier today has also spoken and thanked the people in Banaras, in Kashi. And he did say that I'm indebted to the people who've ensured that I come back. And he also said that Kashi has not just re-elected their MP, but also the Prime Minister of the country. Let's just take a moment to soak into these live images right now coming in, and then we get you more.
श्री श्वेतवाराह कल्पे वैवस्वतमन्वन्तरे अष्टाविंशतितमे युगे कलि प्रथम चरणे जम्बुद्वीपे भरतखण्डे भारतवर्षे आर्याव्रते कदेशान्तर्गते अविमुक्तवाराणसी क्षेत्रे आनन्दवने महाश्मशाने गौरीमुखे त्रिकण्टक विराजिते भागीरथ्याः उत्तरवाहिन्याः पश्चिमे दिग्भागे प्रभवादि षष्ठी संवत्सराणां मध्ये पिङ्गलनामाब्द संवत्सरे श्रीसूर्ये सौम्यायणीयाम्यगूलः ग्रीष्मऋतौ मासानां मासोत्तमे मासे महामाङ्गल्यप्रदमासे शुभे ज्येष्ठमासे शुक्ले पक्षे शुक्लपक्षीया अद्य द्वादश्यायां महापर्वणपुण्यतिथौ भौमवासराणवितायां शुभनक्षत्रे शुभयोगे शुभकरणे शुभचन्द्रे.
So the Prime Minister there praying to the Ganga Ma, and he again and again, remember, he talks about that very special connection. What we'll do is also we'll stay live with these images on a window, and we'll also earlier, what the Prime Minister has said, it's important to hear his very first response when he was in Kashi in Banaras, where he says that he continues to be the Pradhan Sevak for his constituency, and the Vikas Yatra that Kashi has embarked on, the Prime Minister says, will continue.
किसी सरकार ने इस तरह हैट्रिक नहीं लगाई थी. आपने ये सौभाग्य हमें दिया, अपने सेवक मोदी को दिया. आपका ये विश्वास मेरी बहुत बड़ी पूंजी है. आपका ये विश्वास मुझे लगातार आपकी सेवा के लिए, देश को नई ऊंचाई पर पहुंचाने के लिए कड़ी मेहनत करने की प्रेरणा देता है. आपके सपनों को पूरा करने के लिए, आपके संकल्पों को पूरा करने के लिए मैं हर प्रयास करूंगा. काशी वासियों के असीम स्नेह से मुझे तीसरी बार देश का प्रधान सेवक बनने का सौभाग्य मिला है. अब तो मां गंगा ने भी जैसे मुझे गोद ले लिया है, मैं यहीं का हो गया हूं.
And do remember, even as you see these live images on your screens, the Prime Minister performing the Ganga Aarti at the famous Dashashwamedh Ghat in Banaras, you have the entire opposition that is speaking of the reduced margin of the Prime Minister. They are taunting him. The SP also goes on to say that what is the real intention behind the Prime Minister's visit. So clearly there is a lot to talk about, and we have a very interesting panel, and I'm really happy to have Ratan Sharda ji on our show this evening. He has, in fact, ruffled a lot of feathers in the last many days. But I think rightly so. What he said, do we have Shaina who is agreeing with that? We'll ask from her. She's representing the BJP on the panel, along with Dr. Nikul Patel, who's representing the Congress, and Tariq Khanji is the national spokesperson of the SP. He's completing our panel, and without wasting time, though we'll tell our viewers that these are live images on your screens, we'll continue to play them out for you. The Prime Minister later, Ratan Shahdaji, is also expected at the Kashi Vishwanath Temple. Now, he says that what has happened in the 2024 elections is historic. But clearly what you also said is what a lot of people have been talking about, and particularly the opposition. Now, Ratan Shahdaji, when you look at what happened, particularly in Banaras, then in Purvanchal and in Uttar Pradesh, what do you think, sir, has gone wrong?
Well, actually, I have stopped going on any debate which features my article because I have said enough. I have said more than enough, and people have taken in the right spirit. People over to take in the right spirit. So I don't want to, take that as my starting point. As far as the elections are concerned, we very clearly know by now that the fake news spread by Congress about reservations will be removed, constitution will be thrown away, and at the same time polarization of Muslims and then of religion. This extreme polarization of two sides cost BJP very heavy, and that worked everywhere. Unfortunately, BJP did not realize what was going on. They moved video runs with fake news across villages, which have been, these videos are available on the social media. These are the factors when BJP was caught unaware. Apart from what I talked about, level of comfort that Modi ji to jeetenge, UP to jeetenge, that comfort in democracy is never a guarantee, because how people behave and how the hate campaign run by Congress will affect. They didn't measure that. That is the reason I think the margin went down. Still, it is much higher than many, and ultimately, victory is what means. Like they say, jo jeeta wo Sikandar, I believe jo jeeta wo Chandragupta Maurya. But anyway, so this is a victory, which is a record victory for the third time. And BJP will introspect, but basically the fake news use of AI is something that should worry everybody. Because that can go against anybody. It's a double-edged sword.
All right, I think these are good opening comments to begin this entire conversation on, and I'll get Shaina to respond to this first before Nikul and Tariq Khanji come into this. Shaina, did you actually become very comfortable, very complacent, and like what many people are saying, even arrogant?
No, I don't agree with that argument. I don't agree with complacency or being arrogant, because do understand that Prime Minister Modi delivered on ground. And if you look at the 60 crore Labhartis whose lives he touched, obviously there is a sense of accomplishment for all Karyakartas, because this is the most honest, hardworking, best performing Prime Minister we have ever seen. And if you take the 10 years of the Bharatiya Janata Party under Modi ji's leadership, whether it is 13 crore toilets or 11 crore homes that have got Ujjwala, or 4 crore homes under Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, or 55 crore Indians who have got 5 lakhs each under Ayushman Bharat, the list is endless. If you look at infrastructure, the airports, the hospitals, the AIIMS, the kind of development on all sectors, health, infrastructure, safety, security, as well as women. And if you take a state like Uttar Pradesh, it's actually quite shocking, because triple talaq, where you had Muslim women vote for the Bharatiya Janata Party, no Jat Paat Dharm ki Rajniti, in the assembly elections, one expected the same. So I don't think it's complacency, it's just based on the work. But I completely agree with what Ratan Shahdaji said, that, this election 2024, one did see a kind of polarizing, but I hope that people are intelligent enough to understand that if you want stability, if you want good governance, if you want strong leadership, and if you want India heading towards a Viksit Bharat 2047, then you have to be slightly more conscientious about the choices you make.
But Shaina, I mean, why do I get a sense that you're blaming the people? Much like you're blaming the opposition, are you also blaming the voters? We've seen those responses, particularly in Ayodhya, where in spite of the Ram Mandir, the opposition alleges that you lost that seat. You lost Amethi. And they also cite the victory margin of the Prime Minister, who, remember, has just completed his puja and the Aarti at the Dashashwamedh Ghat. These are live images that are coming in. I'll quickly get both the Congress and the SP to respond to this, Nicole. So what the BJP alleges is whatever happened in Uttar Pradesh is by fluke. And can you question the Prime Minister's intent? All the work, Nicole, that the Pradhan Mantri has done on ground zero and the entire Banaras model that he's been able to create in the last 10 years.
In 2014, it was Gujarat model, and in 2024, if it is a Banaras model in Uttar Pradesh, then BJP must have realized the margin what Pradhan Mantri gained in the last elections, and it is continuously diminishing. Now, when it comes to growth and development and people of Uttar Pradesh, we are just focusing right now Uttar Pradesh, not the entire country. My BJP counterparties are telling about this many toilets, this many things. Okay, fine. If you have done it, then you must have asked vote on that, but you never asked vote on that. You have asked something on the other else, what Pradhan Mantri was speaking in his speeches. Now, when it comes to Uttar Pradesh, if the author and the BJP is telling that Congress and the coalition had done wrong messages, wrong hate speeches, I think it's not correct, because if people of Uttar Pradesh are believing in it, then you are just making people responsible for it. I think people are good enough and they know what.
Nicola, I hate to interrupt here, but tell me something in just 10 seconds. Is the Prime Minister popular or not? Do you think that he has people's support or not, when you look at these images also?
To be a popular into its own constitution is good, but the way the people have voted, definitely there is a setback, and we can say for Bharatiya Janata Party. But today we can say that as per the constitution, the Pradhan Mantri is Narendra Modi with the support of NDA coalition.
Okay. So, Nicole, obviously, for the moment, continues to taunt the government. We still have Tariq Khanji, who hasn't responded from the SP. What we'll do is we'll quickly head into a break, but we'll keep our focus on what's happened in Banaras, what's happened in Purvanchal, and the big Uttar Pradesh story. Live images on your screens from the Dashashwamedh Ghat. The Prime Minister has just finished his puja and the Aarti on the other side. Back with more. Welcome back. So our eyes are focused on the Prime Minister's first visit to Kashi, his Karam Bhuvi, ever since he got the historic mandate. Coming back to power for the third straight time, the Prime Minister earlier has spoken to people, Labhartis. Now he's at the Dashashwamedh Ghat. Later, he's also going to be visiting the Kashi Vishwanath Mandir. But the opposition is mocking the reduced victory margin. And they say that the Prime Minister right now is looking very, very nervous. We continue to have Shaina NC of the BJP, Ratan Shardaji, noted author, who's written quite elaborately and boldly on the problems, the mistakes made by the BJP. Also Nikul Patel of the Congress and Tariq Khan of the SP. Tariq Khanji, when you look at these images and you hear what you've heard from both Ratan Sharda and also from Shaina NC, do you believe somewhere that the opposition also will need to introspect? Because in spite of the fact that you've ensured that the BJP comes down to a 240, even you people haven't got a mandate. And just by, getting what you've got, do you believe that Uttar Pradesh aapka ho jayega?
There is nothing like that. People gives responsibility to ask questions. People has given us responsibility in Uttar Pradesh to ask questions. And nation wants to know what about Ganga purification? Modi ji must say something in his speech today. Where has 20,000 crore rupees gone? It's all corruption. So he must say something about that. The nation wants to know what happened to the villages which he has adopted in Varanasi. The nation wants to know. And nation says that the vote percentage of BJP in Uttar Pradesh slipped near about 9%. And Samajwadi Party vote percentage share has increased 15% compared to 2019. This data is saying something or not?
But the
nation knows,
the BJP,
and nation will
Tariq
decide.
Khanji, both the BJP as in Shaina NC and Ratan Shardaji have alleged that this is because of the fake news, the propaganda by the opposition about Samvidhan badal denge, Arakshan khatma ho jayega. For how many times will you do that? Is that what they are asking?
You are in a process of changing the constitution. And you have just trying to abolish the reservation of the backward people.
But who says that? Who says that?
Who
says that?
Give me time, I'll give you example that how you have been trying to change the constitution. They have been trying. This is not a fake news. And मोदी जी ने कहा नहीं कि खुद अगर अंबेडकर जी भी आ जाएंगे तब भी कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन नहीं बदलेगा. That means people don't believe him. People don't believe मोदी जी. अगर उन्होंने कह दिया he's saying कि अगर अंबेडकर जी फिर से पैदा हो जाएंगे तब भी कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन नहीं बदलेगा.
Okay, I'll get Shaina to respond to this. Shaina, you've heard what the SP says. They say do not blame us for fake news. The problem is that people do not trust the BJP anymore.
This is absolutely factually not true. Out of the 106 times that the Constitution has been amended, 80 times it has been done by the Congress Party. Of which, when Bharatiya Janata Party has amended, what have we amended for? A triple talaq, abrogation of 370, Nari Shakti Vandan, and all the progressive thought processes which impact the country. You said in the past that, I am not believing public. I think the beauty of our democracy is that the public and the voter decides victory, defeat, margins, no margins. But having said that, to just digress, please do look at the kind of victory and defeat and the slim margins. So that is not necessarily a referendum. You talk about Ayodhya. Do you know in Ayodhya assembly segment, Bharatiya Janata Party is way ahead. In the Lok Sabha constituency in which Ayodhya falls, which is Faizabad, that's where we have lost.
Now,
so yes,
Shaina, because you've spoken about Ayodhya, I must tell you one thing. When we were in Ayodhya, a lot of people had a problem with your sitting MP Lallu Singh. And he's also one of the BJP leaders who spoke about the change in the constitution. And earlier we've heard a lot of opposition netas who said, "Baat to theek hai, but why didn't you act against him? Why did you repeat him?" And I think this is also what Ratan Sharda ji has been alluding to in a lot of his articles and his conversations. Will we see the BJP doing that manthan, making those important changes? We'll track that story and much more. Only for want of time, I'm thanking Shaina and all gentlemen for joining us. Live images on your screens of the Prime Minister in Kashi at the Dashashwamedh Ghat right now. He'll be at the Kashi Vishwanath Temple a little later.